The other day, Jeremy Lin wrote a paragraph on Instagram talking about the racism Asians have to deal with and said someone in the G League called them the coronavirus. I'm all for trash talking and everything, but whoever said that took it too far. And he's absolutely right about what he's talking about. Asians deal with a lot of racism too, but no one seems to talk about it. When he said this, the G League decided to open an investigation. And the crazy part about it is some fans were mad about this. It was multiple people in the comments calling him a snitch. What he did is not snitching at all. He's trying to stand up for him and his people, and he didn't even name any names. And those same people calling him a snitch would have never said anything if someone said something racist about LeBron. I know if that happened to LeBron, him and a lot of other African American players in the league would have said something, and I'm pretty sure nobody would have called them snitches. On top of that, Jeremy Lin said, "I know this will disappoint some of you, but I'm not naming or shaming anyone. What good does it do in this situation for someone to be torn down? It doesn't make my community safer or solve any of our long-term problems with racism. So you can't say he's a snitch." Unfortunately, this is not the only time racism showed up in the NBA. Let's take a look at other racist moments in the league. The other day, Paul Millsap's brother went on Twitter and said almost 6 years ago on April 16, 2015, D. Lindsay made bigger remarks in my exit interview while conversing with Quinn Snyder. If you say one more word, I'll cut your black ass and send you back to Louisiana. If you don't know who Dennis Lindsay is, he's the Jazz vice president. When this came out, him and Quinn Snyder both denied those allegations though. I don't know what happened, but I think Elijah Millsap is telling the truth. The reason why I think he is because the Jazz is known for having racist fans and people in that area. Back in the day, Russell Westbrook had to deal with a racist fan.
I'll fuck him up. He said, I promise you. You see, I'm playing. I swear to God. I'll fuck you up. You and your wife. I'll fuck you up. No, fuck that.
Young man and his wife in the stands told me to get down on my knees like he used to. And for me, that's just completely disrespectful to me. I think it's racial. I think it's just inappropriate in the sense of there's no protection for the players.
That fan lied though and tried to downplay the situation.
He's got to be a professional. I mean, she was sitting down the entire time. Me and him were just, we were kind of having fun, to be honest. Russ is just F-bombing and carrying on, acting a fool down here, and everybody's getting on him. And he had, I guess, heat. I thought it was ice. I just told him, I'm like, just sit down and ice your knees, bro.
But this fan who was at the game said what really happened.
And then went from that to get on your knees, and then went from that to, I don't know if it was the same guy, but I hear, sit down, and from there, it was just, it just hit a different tone from that point forward.
You can clearly hear him calling Westbrook boy, which is an extremely racist thing to say to someone that's black. Also, other players have spoken about Jazz fans being racist. Vernon Maxwell said, "You farm animals from Utah like to say y'all living rent-free in my head," and it's true. Each time I played there for 13 seasons, I was insulted, called racial slurs, got spat on, threatened my kids' lives. So yeah, rent-free. It's the worst place in the world to play at. Take note, middle finger. That was gangster right there. Steven Jackson also said the same thing.
We heard racial slurs the whole time in Utah.
Wow. I mean, like N-word?
N-words, yes. N-word, and your mom's the black, stuff like that, all kinds of stuff like that. But I wouldn't say it's Utah. It's just a few people that be at those games that do that. And we've heard a lot. You've seen Russ has went through it last year. A couple guys have went through it.
Jazz fans gotta do better. I know it's not all of them, but that's sad. I feel bad for the ones who's actually not racist. They're making them look bad. Now some fans think their whole fan base is racist when that's not the case at all. A couple of years ago, a Cavs fan said something racist to Patty Mills.
It's the first one to go. Mills getting the start today. An 86% free throw shooter.
Well, Patty hasn't had a great day. He's two for his two.
Patty Mills responded saying, "I'm a proud Islander. Like my Jamaican brothers, me and my family in the islands of Torres Strait have experienced racial slurs for decades.
I wish all of the NBA fans in China a very happy Chinese New Year. All of the NBA fans in China."
I'm pretty sure JJ Redick isn't racist at all, but when he said that, it didn't look too good for him. He apologized immediately after though. He said, "This is not who I am. As a person, a player, a husband, and a father. I've been fortunate to play in 2 NBA Global games in China. I love the experience, the culture, the history, and most of all the people. I ask your forgiveness." Back in the day, someone vandalized LeBron's home with racist slurs.
It's I guess you would call it the summer home of LeBron James. Very few people even knew that he had a home here. He paid $20 million for this a few years ago. It's just under 10,000 square feet. And what you're looking at is the gate to the entryway. And that is the gate that we are told that was vandalized, if you will. It was spray painted with the N-word. We are told that it was quite large.
Well, I need to remind this damn boy that his last name Lynn.
We gotta do better, people. Hopefully one day we can live in a world where we don't have to deal with these things. But let me know what y'all think about these moments in the comments. And if you like this video, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe for more vids. Peace.